Hi, my name is Jim and I was retired. I'm away from the AI and the spreadsheets and I'm out here to touch grass in a DIY retirement. Follow along. Although in this part of South Jersey, you have to worry about where the Canada geese have been. It's a gorgeous day and I'm out here with my little camera bringing you a little update, a quick video here that's going to be away from the computer and out here in real life in a DIY retirement. So I'm out here and enjoying the Cooper River Park, which I'm blessed to say is a walk away from my house. So when I'm not doing spreadsheets, when I'm not looking at AI, when I'm not shopping for Medicare, what does a DIY retirement look like? Well, 10 years ago, I set out on this DIY retirement and I knew that I had to do it myself. I could not afford a 1% AUM advisor to help me. So I dove in and learned the subjects myself. I did the research, I studied it. I have a journalism background, so that helped. But I decided I could make my own choices. I don't need somebody advising me to make my investment choices. And I could take the advice of trusted people and build my own retirement plan, a DIY retirement plan. That's what I've done for 10 years now, and we're going to continue on this DIY journey. Now, unlike some YouTube channels, I have more than 500,000. I'm living in a high cost of living area of New Jersey, and my retirement is for two, for my wife Marie and I, to ensure that we have a quality DIY retirement. So yes, I have a little bit more than that, but I don't have a lot. I don't have a second home in the mountains. I don't have an income stream from advising on YouTube. I earn a little bit of money from the advertising here on my channel, but I'm not doing it because of that. I'm doing this channel as an act of love to other DIY retirees, to say you could plan something simple and execute it yourself. So I do a lot of reading on retirement in helping me guide my DIY retirement, but I do that because I love the subject and I want to research the best ideas to share with you. I was just reading Morningstar today and they were talking about how wonderful Wellington fund is. I got rid of that in 2022 because one of the grounding principles of my DIY retirement is very low cost ETFs that are broad market. And so I replaced Wellington with VTI, and in 2022 I replaced it with BND. BND turned out to be a terrible choice, particularly for my bucket strategy, because having BND in your bucket 1 and 2, mostly in 2, didn't work because you were dependent on the price that you could get for that BND when you cashed out. So in my case, I have VTI and similar low-cost, broad-based funds in my wife's retirement accounts and my retirement accounts and our brokerage accounts. And in the bond portion of the portfolio, I've elected to go with Treasuries, TIPS, and CDs, sized for when I think I need that money in my bucket 1 and bucket 2. Now, as Social Security kicks in, that'll be a reduced amount, which means that I have a rising equity in my DIY retirement. So enough finance, you can follow those subjects in my playlists on how to manage the spreadsheet of a 3-bucket portfolio. But let's talk about what keeps me grounded in my DIY retirement. I spend time with my church, my community, and my family. That's what keeps me grounded. I want to make sure that we are secure. I plan ahead, just like you're taught to plan ahead. Don't spend just for today. Plan ahead, but don't be obsessed with the future. Trust your long-term plan. So when I see the market going crazy with oil prices and gold and the stock market, all suffering losses, I don't worry about it because I know that in my DIY retirement, I have enough. I know where this year's money is coming from, I know where next year's money is coming from, and I know where the years after that are coming from as well. And when I finally need what's in bucket 3, it'll be there. I trust the science that says that long-term stocks and equity are the best inflation protection, and it'll be there. I trust the process. So if you don't have the capability of learning to manage your own DIY retirement, the one thing I would advise you is look for the lowest cost possible to get the advice that you need. Ask them to design a simple, easy to execute retirement plan. Don't make it complex. Don't make it annuities. Stick with something basic, and you will have success in your DIY retirement. So what do you do with your time when you're not working? I spend my time out here as much as I can. I spend my time working for the church, working in the community, and with my family. Those are the things that could keep you grounded in your DIY retirement. You should build a DIY retirement that works for you, to allow you to go out and touch grass, enjoy your church, your community, your family, without worrying about how you're going to pay the taxes next year or how much that advisor is costing you. Keep it simple, keep it real, and you can make a DIY retirement work for you. I'm going to offer the chance for you to comment below. Ask me any question not related about AI or spreadsheets, and I'll talk to you about my DIY retirement. This channel is not selling a course, it's not selling a book. I am not an advisor in disguise. I'm just sharing my best practices over a decade of DIY retirement so that you can help plan yours. So comment below if you have a question. And remember, please, to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if DIY retirement is your destination too, and we can exchange ideas. And as always, I'll close with my standard warning. I have no initials after my name, so take these as entertaining ideas from one DIY retiree to another. Always do your own due diligence and seek out a professional if you need one.